Right, we're back, guys. The stream's back. I'm loving this.
That's a classic.
Would you look at that? Rise of the Vincel. Yeah, it's unreal, isn't it?
He's a dangerous man. He'll choke you out without you saying a word.
Smoothie is the Rat King.
All but a joke. 'Twas harmless banter.
Are you kidding me?
What you made of my man?
Oh! Yay! Now the game's starting up. Now the game begins. So we're going to get into this game, and people are going to filter through over the course of the day. Got a little bit of a special thing going on. I believe he's in the chat, so say hello. For the Greyhound game, we have a very talented Australian commentator, an up-and-comer, a guy called Two Tab Tony. He's got a great name. He's got a great voice. I think what we'll do for that is we'll pair him up with a colour commentator, and we'll do Greyhound crashing out of the major. We'll do that seriously, I think. I think we'll do that as if it was a serious game. So Two Tap Tony's going to be on the stream for Greyhound's last game of the major. I can't wait to hear his commentary punctuated by his tears as the semi-pros of Greyhound, with their small salaries and stupid Hawaiian shirts, go out of the major. So looking forward to that. But yeah, and obviously Flom should be dropping by. I got one or two others. I think Vince's plan was to swing by a little bit today, but after the delays yesterday, I'm sure Vince has put himself in the hyperbolic chamber so he just doesn't crumble like the fucking, like Dorian Gray. But that's the plan. And, of course, Sam will be joining me, my protege, my partner in crime. He'll be with us at some point. And, yeah, it's a much better schedule today, I think, as long as we hit no delays, fingers crossed. It's actually, the day kind of opens up pretty wide. There's a chance after the matches, me and Duncan are going to go straight into an episode of By the Numbers as well. So, yeah, Vince is casting. My name is Weird2023, but in the games he isn't casting, he said he was going to jump on his laptop and hop on the Discord. So, it should be very interesting. But, yeah, I think we're going to go straight into an episode of By the Numbers. I messaged Duncan today. Don't know if he can be around for the games, but he's got a 2-hour window. So we're going to try and fill that with an episode of By the Numbers so we keep our pledges to our lovely patrons. And don't worry, I know that some people were like, "Oh, Richard, it's just you and a bunch of UK lads talking about sheds. Thought this was the No Majors Club. Last time you had players, you had Steel, you had yeah. Stay tuned, boys. Trust me, I got fucking plans. I got shit lined up that's gonna blow your motherfucking mind. So, yeah, I did see what happened to the NIP social media manager. He posted a 7-1 meme. Let me tell you, if you ever want to fucking just drive a Brazilian fan insane, just drop 7-1. It's insane to me how seriously they take losing 7-1 in a game of football. It's like the equivalent of like some catastrophe, some like actual disaster. It's like joking about 9/11 to them. You know, I think maybe you're overreacting. Ooh, just a little bit. But let's go from one atrocity to another. Let's watch G2 lose to Avangar. Oh, and if you want to get involved, by the way, and make a little bit of money while the major's on, I think if you check out Nightbot, you can have a look at what rivalry are running. It's a competition they're running on this channel and on their site called Thunderdome. You can see it there. You go to rivalry.gg, TDRLS. The TD obviously standing for Thunderdome. It's 100% free to enter. You don't put any money in. It's not betting or anything like that. You just make pick'ems basically on the rivalry site, and it's 100% free to enter, and you can win big money. So check that out. Anyway, have fun, says Body. Will anyone really be having fun on G2? Let's find out. Shocks and Kenny S locked into another hell in a cell that they can't escape from. Except it's their tag team partners that are beating them up, not The Undertaker. Well, G2's defense of the site, classic there. Obviously playing this retake strat. Buster about to go big, I think, here. He's going to get one. Shocks turns around. That's going to give early comms. Krisen, he's going to react there. He's going to get a couple of quick kills. He's going to be traded out immediately for Shocks. Body's going to come through and miss another fucking gunfight because he's having an absolutely terrible major to give the numerical advantage over to Avangar. They're going to hold this site. James is going to pop off there with a headshot onto the star player Shocks. Lucky with the blind fade away. Low HP. Going to be trying to run wrap around Monster. But the bomb's going to go off. And Lucky's going to do well to get himself tucked away in a hidey hole in the corner. And there it is. It's the pistol round for Avangar. Yeah, sorry. That was a bit hype, wasn't it? My bad. Actually doing play-by-play like I used to. Shouldn't. Leave that one alone. We'll save that for Jackie when he gets it. But yeah, James is the truth, man. James is the real deal. Looks a little bit like Jesus from The Walking Dead. He's Russian. He's got it all. Tell you what, I'll say this about G2. I'd rather watch G2 play Counter-Strike than watch an episode of The Walking Dead. So they have got that going for them. Although in many ways, The Walking Dead is an apt description of this G2 roster, so. Right. And a timeout, good. Some respite. Right, back into the action. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, don't really like this triple FAMAS buy from G2 Esports here when you're already under the cosh. This is where, if you lose this round, your economy is going to get absolutely fucking crippled. We saw that happen with Exist and Fnatic, another big-name team with big-name players that like catastrophically underachieved yesterday. It's a big whiff. Oh, well, there you go. That's how you know it's over. Shocks has gone to AWPing, so not a problem there. Shocks with an AWP over Kenny S. That's a good sign, right? That's a sign of a functional team, so brilliant. Happens every fucking time in the Shocks in-game leader teams. He starts out, he says, I got to be the IGL. Then he says, hey, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to be the IGL and the AWPer. That's a little loud, actually. See, trying to appease you, messing with my volume levels. Meanwhile, you give Kenny S a FAMAS, a gun he probably doesn't even recognize. It's been that long since he's had to use one. Well, so far, the bad decision has worked out. Classic contradictory thinking. Nothing makes sense. Up is down, black is white. What do I think the fix is for G2? I think Body's 100% got to go. I don't really see the potential in Jax. Don't really see the potential in Lucky all that much either, honestly. I think, like, if you were looking to develop French players, the time to do it was fucking, 18 months ago, and you didn't. And basically now, if you want to be the French team that's going to have any chance of doing anything, there's still a 5 out there. Unfortunately, I think the 5 is like NBK, Shux, Kenny S, Ziwu, and then, a competent in-game leader, but not Existence, because Existence is terrible. Why not Apex? What, Apex over MBK? No, I wouldn't take Apex over MBK. They do fundamentally different things. And you want, for me, I'd just purpose Shocks as the entry fragger, right? He's done it before. It's better than him getting distracted with all of this in-game leading and fucking AWPing nonsense. And NBK can be an in-game leader, but you could never have that roster together with NBK as an in-game leader, so... Yeah, no clue what's going on. That last Windows update appears to have made my PC just fucking blue screen for the first time in forever, so I'm kind of keeping one eye on why it's doing that. No clue. But that's twice that it's crashed because of the Windows updates, so I don't know what that is. And I might not have time to fix it on the fly, so if it happens again, I'm going to have to sort of call Sam, get him to host it while I run a series of fucking tests, so... Sorry, bit of a scuffed stream start to the day, but fuck it. Like, literally, it keeps blue screening, kicking me out to BIOS, saying it's looking for Windows updates, and then it does like a super fast Windows update, and then reboots my machine. And it's done that to me twice now, after it restarted in the middle of a stream yesterday, so no fucking clue what that is. Yeah, it's happening during the challenges. We'll get it right for the main games, but no clue what that is. But let's just see. Last time it took like 5-10 minutes before it happened again, so let's see if we can get through another 5-10 minutes without a crash. Anyway, you can see here a 4-spy and a stack. Going disastrously wrong again for G2. I mean, this is like literally when you know that you're out of shit, you're out of ideas, and you've got no confidence, right? If you buy, like if you 4-spy and then stack a site, you're basically saying like, we're out of shit on the CT side. Let's just roll the dice. And again, that is on your in-game leader, right? Like, I'll say it again. I don't understand what this allure is, this idea that Shocks is going to be, like, a fucking tactical mastermind. I literally have no clue. Like, I mean, it's evident from the way they play. And then it's like, if you've got no firepower to boot, which you might say, oh, but Rich, they have got firepower. They've got Shocks. They've got Kenny S. Okay, cool. Like, you are not going to be a top 10 team in the world with just having 2 people that can, on occasion, frag. and frag out. So can't say if the stream's back for good, honestly. I have no idea what's going on. This is like PC problems. No idea what it is. I thought it might be maybe something like, I thought maybe the Windows update had reset the voltage in my BIOS, but it hasn't, because as you might know, Counter-Strike has some conflicts with the Asus motherboards, where if it's at the default voltage, it crashes when you try to play it, so you've got to actually up the voltage, like just by 0.1 increment to stop that bug. That's a well-known thing on the internet. But I did that, and it hasn't reset it, so... Yep, that's only for Asus motherboards, by the way. It's literally, you know, not a... Like, it's one of those things that just has never been fixed, not even by firmware updates, but... You can Google it, check it out. It's one of those crazy bugs. But yeah, so it took me a while. Like, I couldn't stream CS when I first got it because I couldn't figure it out. And then I went down the rabbit hole of finding out why it was, changed all the voltage and everything going in. So I thought maybe, because it is, I've had the heating pumping out all night because it's still freezing cold in Las Vegas, which of course is proof that global warming's a hoax if you believe Donald Trump. Because he's smart like that. Those pesky Chinese winning CS games, hoaxing us. With global warming, but yeah, it's so maybe it's that. But my PC isn't even hot, and I'm like, now I'm looking like I'm gonna alt tab again. Like my CPU and my graphics card are like below 70 degrees because I got like a liquid cooling system in this. So that's the frustrating thing. It's like it's a $6,000 PC. That was made to be future-proof. It's got like the latest i9 in it, everything like the second the i9 came out, the i9 900 or whatever it is. So it was designed to be a streaming beast, and the only game it ever has any fucking problem streaming is fucking Counter-Strike. Yeah, okay. When I say future-proof, I mean 2 years. That'll do me. 2 years without having to fucking fix anything. Yet CS is still the hardest game to stream on it. So. Am I using NVENC or X264? These are questions for a competent technical person. I couldn't tell you what any of those things are, mate. Yeah, the 9900 does have high temps, but that's all mitigated by the cooling system I've got. It's got a double 1080 in there as well, so I mean, I'm monitoring the temperature. I'm glad I didn't watch the Vitality Vega game. I nearly called that, but I mean, both of these have been pretty one-sided so far. Oh, Buster did get the headshot there on a Kenny S through the brickwork. You want X-ray on? There you go. Have I tried to turn it off and on again? Yes, twice, just today actually. But well, I'm sure it'll turn itself off in about 5 minutes. So just be prepared for that, guys. I'll have to call Sam on the fucking bat phone and get him out here, Why is my crosshair green? You're absolutely right. It's obviously a reference to fascist movements throughout the years. I mean, Fitch has had a good game today. Holy shit, like, people must have fucking lit the fire under his ass after that embarrassing performance. Right, what was like, fucking 10 rounds in, he had 0 kills and fucking 3 ADR. Thanks as well for all the subs that are coming in. If you've got a Twitch Prime, be sure to part with it. Remember, I'm using all the money from the No Majors Club to basically help pay for Maria's final corrective surgery to undo all the nerve damage that was done. So we got told because the surgery's counted as experimental in America's broken healthcare system, it's a $40,000 bill, which obviously I can afford. But the last No Majors club, it raised, like, without even trying to raise any money or plugging it, we got between $6,000 and $7,000. So if we go a little bit further for this one, if we can get like 2,000 subs, we're at about 850 at the moment. That'll be 10,000, and that's 25% of it wiped out. So that's pretty good. So appreciate any Twitch Primes. I mean, that's the best way to support it without it costing you anything, you know. So thanks very much. Really appreciate it. Just adopt her. Well, I mean, you know, there's all these, like, crazy people, like, spreading rumors that we're, like, fucking dating, even though if you look at her Twitter feed, it's all about her and her girlfriend, right? But, you know. I think people think it would actually denigrate me more than it would denigrate her, despite the fact that I'm technically old enough to be her father. It would be biologically possible. So appreciate the Twitch Primes, of course. You know, I'm just doing my bit, guys. You'll notice this, despite being called an asshole and evil and alt-right and all of this other stuff that people like to throw at me. You will notice that, you know, remember when Whitmer come on yesterday? He's like, hey, man, I'm in a much better place than when we talked. And, you know, all these guys, like, you know, people who've slept at my house and come to live with me and all this other stuff. Right? You know, like, I've always tried to look out for players, man, that get fucking ground up by the esports machine. All right. Once again, a force buy for G2 Esports, making it work. Can James do something about it, though? No, Jackson's going to take him down. So it's all on Buster. Buster having a quiet tournament by the standards he set way back in the day when people were first talking about this guy as a breakout sensation. Haven't really seen any of his trademark Deagle work or crisp aim. He's got 9 seconds to get this bomb down. He's going to fake it and try and move around Pillar. Got 5 seconds left on the clock. He's going to go for the kill on the monster. It's now too late to plant the bomb, so he's going to save the weapon, get a kill there on Kenny S, and just hide up in the 1v1. Jack's going to spam the smoke, but to no avail. And that's going to make it 10-4 now. Roger, 10-4 to Avangar. Yeah, no worries, Mick, man. I hope it works out for you at your new gig. Well, that's how I've always thought about it, Drifter X21. I've always thought about all the younger people in esports as sort of like, you know, a bastard child collective that I, you know, like us older guys have got to look after. Because there's just too many fucking exploiters. I mean, what I'm finding out now in... Right, it's fourth time the charm. I guess we'll wait and see. We'll have to wait another 10-15 minutes to see whatever is fucking crashing after 10-15 minutes is going to crash again after 10-15 minutes. See G2 Esports coming back into it just a little bit. Oh, good God, man. What the fuck is this? I just hate it, man. Like, what? So you can force me to have a fucking Windows update, and then it breaks my PC, and now I got to spend all the fucking spare time trying to figure out what you updated that fucked up my computer. Ooh. Crisp. Who gets the AWP this round? Okay, it is going to Kenny. Yeah, don't worry. We'll figure it out one way or the other. I mean, it just might mean that if I can't stream the games today, as soon as Sam gets up, he'll host it like he did yesterday. And then what I'll have to do is just spend all tonight trying to figure out like what it is that's changed in the last Windows update. I think I should be able to do that. I think there's a way to go back and have a look at a snapshot of my machine. I get it to do like that quite regularly, so I might be able to do a rollback on some stuff, but we'll figure it out. What's the schedule for today? I think if you go on HLTV, you'll see all the games that I'm meant to be streaming. But of course, obviously, this is all now dependent on what's going on with Sam, because I think probably continuing like this is more counterproductive than good. I imagine people are going to get frustrated and start leaving the stream. I don't want to miss any games, but also as well, like when we stitch these together in VODs, I'm not recording a backup, right? And it wouldn't matter if I was, because the entire PC's blue screening and going out. So for this game, it's just going to be like whatever rounds I manage to stream live and capture. So and it just makes it way more complex for my video, media team to put stuff like this together. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, when I heard about the high res guy. And I've been interviewing some of the people that knew that dude, women who've had bad experiences around him. And I'm going to write up an article about it. I wanted to wait. He's in court today on Valentine's Day. I mean, the material rights itself. So obviously we need to wait and see what the outcome of that is. But, I've always said, like, in esports, we generally have a tendency to look after our own, and like lots of people have said, it's like an industry full of bad people and exploiters and abusers, and I've never really believed that, and I still don't. But there's definitely been some really sinister types percolating under the surface, and I hear lots of stories these days that are like about players and about managers and about stuff, and it's like,